fits and tantrums for me today. Hopefully, this actually works. Let's see though. It's like at this point. Well, welcome back. Sorry about that. Again, YouTube is doing YouTube things, so hopefully all of that's sorted out. Jump right back in on this Edwardsville cell. It does look like it is trying to reproduce actually at this point. Still moving along the I-70 corridor. This at this point it looks like it's going to be taking much more of an easterly route. Still trying to track a little bit off to the northeast, so it is really going to be following I-70 all the way. I'll take you over to our velocity radar real quick. Let's have a look at things. Still a strong downdraft in Edwardsville, but there isn't really anything pointing at tornado development. So I'm pretty sure the National Weather Service will end up letting this warning die, but still wanting to see because there is a noticeable inflow notch here for warm, moist air to get into the storm, and there is a noticeable little mini hook shape that is starting to form. So I'm gonna watch that very closely in case something does start to spin here. Track it for y'all. And looks like it just got slabbed in this latest frame here. So that is not really a helpful shape. It looks like our inflow notch just got bashed. That hasn't updated yet. Yeah, there's nothing. I think this one's pretty much done for. Yeah, there's signature. As well, so you are pretty much dead. I'm gonna come back here and watch what. So it was Redbud over Redbud, Illinois. Now it's moving off towards Nashville, Illinois. Lively Grove, Marissa, New Athens. It looks like it's just a severe thunderstorm at this point. There we go. I gave her this morning, but excuse me. Go ahead and check and see what it's doing wind-wise. It doesn't appear to be doing all that much, so really wouldn't be worried. Just joining. Oh, we're having issues with OBS at this point, so we might run into some difficulties in the next few minutes. Anybody that is just checking in, technology is not being my friend. Towards Vandalia, you just had a severe thunderstorm warning issued for you. Trying a possible tag. We'll go ahead and take a look at this one. This is one of those storms I was watching. Yeah, so we do have what will likely be future tornado warning for a cell that is moving towards the southern side of Vandalia. These are the emotions, kind of just moving over open for a little bit. A couple small towns here and there. Maybe like towards this. Not really, but there is potential that it could get us together. Storm can warrant a tornado warning. Actually end up producing. There's no way to where they should be. Just have to see. So you're still looking the same. Just want to turn attention real quick to a storm that did happen in St. Louis today. 4-inch hail was reported via social media. We were watching today with these storms was the potential for such large hail to occur. Storm considers for seeing that. Good job indeed. We're still watching too much of a hail risk size, so unfortunately severe, but we were still watching some of that nonetheless. We shift our attention down south of Cape Jerome. The storms begin to surround chasers in this. Sure, it's actually have to, simply because it's still sure anything like that. See what's on these two storms. So typically generally eastward, and that's what we're going to see. Historically, this year, I've seen these storms come eastward, trying to push northeast from Delta towards Cape Girardeau. So that's what I'm going to really be watching. So you get to Cape Girardeau, sorts of different directions. We'll see what ends up. This cell in particular, switch over to the see what they're picking. Both cells have semi-classic supercell shape. It's kind of hard to tell right at this point. This is going to be geez. Considerable wind damage was reported to an apartment building, including windows blown out. So I guess that was that tornado. Was some pretty good outflow gusts at that point, so it's also possible that that is what caused it. So sorry for pretty much yelling squirrel while on stream, but had to go check that out. Now on these cells, there is no actually. Ooh, interesting. We do have a tornado observed tag on that cell. Okay, this is confusing. Give me a moment while I gather my thoughts. Go ahead and take a look. Pretty well defined rotation signature on this cell. This is going to be heading towards Sedgwickville, Old Appleton. So it's pretty much going to be moving between Cape Girardeau and Perryville over the next little bit. We'll be peeking on more so watching the southern cell that is moving towards Zaman at this point. Heading north of Fuxico, probably just moved from that. My apologies. Moving towards that. It's north of them. Currently, it doesn't look like anything is moving so far away. It is almost impossible to tell. It really isn't. It's within range for that. So we're going to have to wait until it gets a little closer. Just going to have to wait and see. So if you all know anybody in Southeast Missouri, tell them to tune in. It's an interesting situation as it evolves over the next couple of years and give it until it enters Cape Girardeau. Go ahead and check back in St. Louis area real quick. Was just issued for that cell that's going to be moving south of Van Daly. So if you're all start moving towards shelter, it doesn't look like it's a well built cell, but regardless, it still does have potential to produce a tornado. Nothing is on the ground as of right now. There's no debris signature. Still going to be tracking that as it does move off to, excuse me, northeast. Actually, though, that's going to move well out of. Pretty sure nobody's going to care that. At least in, just got another Storm report from St. Louis from that potential tornado. Likely was 4-foot tree down at First and Avenue, Taylor Avenue. Shout out to you all. Someone just got hit. So I have some 2-inch diameter, so any size hail in St. Charles County. Harvester and the National Weather Service station in Weldon Springs. Hail persisted for over 10 minutes. That's cool. It's a long time. It's Chaffee. Looks like the National Weather Service is forecasting the storm to continue moving east. We do have very large storm protection for it to produce a tornado. St. Louis the storm is heading towards the Potomac area. I think quick, it doesn't. It's gonna end up producing. I think the storm is actively dying. Still a little bit of rotation signature down at this point. Could just be flow. Still watching in case it does decide to do something though. So still something that I will be watching. Yeah, I think should dead storm at this point. Still some marginally severe hail is possible. Just got another storm report. Neighbors tree downs in the area. So part of me is wondering if all of this is tornado and it just looped into Granite City. Just on the ground, like, if it did just be a storm causing all of this damage. The tornado associated with most of this. We'll kind of run it back for you just to give you a recap. The cell did enter the area 40, 64 and 40, entering into Clayton, so you can see where that first, excuse me, getting all sorts of stuff in here. You can see where that first damage report is right here. Storm moved in. Yeah, so that's likely from this other one would be. Still, as far as shape goes, still rotation signature. I do think the storm is just actually sell it confused. So it's hard to tell. Looks like there was a tornado on this hill. Just took the tops off some trees there. This was just reported. Excuse me. Some of this for y'all. This information for you. So you see what the storm is doing. This is the Stoddard County Emergency Management. Kind of hard to tell at the moment. This is a live feed. See anything. It's like storm structure nonetheless. The storm is something to sell down is starting to steal all the thunder from it. The storm is currently heading just, just barely north of Puxio. If you're north of Puxio and take a short and she is not my friend, to say the least. So it's an so this time in Granite City, trees and a snake. It's interesting. Can't say that I've seen a flagpole snapped. Makes me wonder what it was built from. So just gonna take a watching in case it decides to make a escape. Should looks like it's trying to recycle somewhat now and see where it ends up moving. Holding on its eastward course, I'll say that. It is holding on its eastward course. So if you're in the towns of Vance, say even Chaffee and Oran, you're in this immediate warning. So get towards shelter, get towards your basement, interior room in your house, away from windows, away from exterior walls. If you can, get your pets, get supplies you need, water, shoe, phone, chargers, medicine, food, all of that sort of stuff that you'll need. If you were to get hit, got all into consideration. This is a storm that has the potential to produce a tornado and likely has a history of producing at least one tornado. Selma right now, Jeffy and Owen, you see this larger hail can fall. I'm looking, trying to get you a view of what that looks like. As this see most of the hail falling. Looks like right now it's a 3 inches in diameter. So basically a good sized apple. So you're wondering. Larger than this one. Shrink. See, it is calling for giant hail. GH stands for giant hail in this entire area. So it just supports the claim that there is 3, potentially even upwards of 4 inches All these hail pieces of hail going on. It's the town of Advance, which has already been hit at least one tornado this year. There was another one that actually went unreported on the side of town. Potentially two tornadoes this year, and it was hit one, I believe, last year as well, the year before. So it's been a very busy couple of years, and to get yourselves a very large hailstorm as well. Go ahead and take a look up at this Martha storm. Again, sorry if I'm butchering that pronunciation. This cell seems to be still trying to produce something, a little bit of a rotation signature at this point, but I'm not seeing too much in the way of an active tornado threat. Still something to watch, but I do think it is going to move out of the area without too many issues. It does have in front of it, so it could develop all of these storms could continue reorganizing and reduce tornadoes as they move into this because of the Mississippi River. Things, it looks like it's pretty much gone flow dominant at this point and likely produce a tornado. Get you a visual confirmation on that. Looks like Nashville, New recent storm. This is that storm that was down. Something cheering a little bit. Some potential is a possible tangent in the future. Excuse me. But I don't think it's gonna end up it needs to produce.